Hey everybody, my name is Brianna Sorensen and I am here today with Kevin Bazat for another episode of Behind the Seams. Kevin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great besides the cold weather.
Oh yeah, okay, where are you at right now?
So I'm in Columbia, Missouri. So where the
Okay,
University of Missouri is.
so what's
So
the
cold.
temperature over there?
I think it was 24 this morning.
Here in
So
Florida,
yeah,
it's like 50 and people are freaking out.
freezing.
So we're not quite
Yeah.
at your freezing, but for our Florida, 50 is like, we're pretty cold.
Yeah. I can't complain too much because I got some buddies, even on our team that are colder. So I can't complain too much. But yeah, I'm ready to come to Florida. I'm ready for the warm.
Oh yeah.
So
So first let's start out with a little intro. Who are you going to be playing with this upcoming season?
I will be back with Rismondo for, I guess this is my 8th year with Brett.
Yeah,
So
wow. 8 years.
yeah,
So
I know.
why do you
I'm old
like
now.
so why do you like playing for Resmondo? What makes their team dynamic unique?
The sponsors are great. It's Travis Rismondo does a ton for us. You've got Brett with Easton that does that. I mean, playing for Rismondo, all we have to do is worry about is showing up and playing. There's no place like it that I've ever played. Um, it kind of takes care of itself. The team, we've had the core group of guys now for a long time. We make a couple little additions every year, but it's basically the core group has been together. It runs professionally. There's no place I've ever played like it.
Tell me about how you've been training this off season because season's right around the corner.
Yeah, I usually give my body about a month break after the season. But this year I've kind of played some more winter tournaments. I went and played Toys for Tots, which was down in Florida. Then we went back for the Challenge Cup. There's a couple dome tournaments that I played in Wisconsin that are fun. So, I kind of gave my body a break, and then I kind of start, going back to the gym. I go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week, lift weights, hit inside, hit outside when I can. I got a couple turf fields, and we've had some 50-degree weather, and, we go out and hit in that. But it's kind of keep the same routine as I do during the season. Except I can't hit outside as much. That's the main thing.
Definitely. And you were named the 2020 USSSA Men's Major Slowpitch World Series MVP last year. What was that accomplishment like for you?
First of all, it means we won.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's the main goal. For me, I'm never a big personal stat guy. It's always, do whatever it takes, for our team to win. Obviously being MVP means, we won. And it's just, for me, it seeing all my teammates' expression when I won is what kind of did it for me. I play for them is why I play for, my teammates, my sponsors. So yeah, it was kind of surreal for me. That's never something that I ever thought would probably be possible for me, and yeah, it's still kind of surreal.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure. Do you have any upcoming goals for this season? Do you have any goals specifically for yourself? Obviously, you want to win the entire thing as a team, but do you have any goals for you?
um, again, I'm not usually one like when we started playing baseball and stuff, you always like set yourself goals, set team goals. But when I got into softball, I kind of went away from the personal goals just for the simple fact that it can kind of change the game in softball. I don't want to be at the end of a weekend going, man, I need 5 hits to hit 750 this weekend, and me take personal swings. So I've never been, since I started playing softball on the personal side of it. It's always whatever we can do to win. We obviously, our goal is to win every weekend. We love winning the Smokies is a big one. We love winning the conference. We love winning, the World Series. Those are our main goals. So to me, it's always just about anything I can do to help. If I gotta hit the ball down and make out so that other people can free swing, that's fine with me. It's the personal stats for me are never been a big goal. I try not to think about them.
Yeah. And
So
after an absolutely crazy 2020, how excited are you just to get back into play again, into conference play?
yeah, try to get some normal tournaments in this year and go to places that we didn't get to go last year. We love going to Vegas to start the year out. Missed Seattle last year, which is always a fun one for me. Yeah, just getting back with the normal schedule with having your couple weeks off because, we didn't know last year from time to time if our tournament was going to make or if we were going to get canceled or if we were going to, get pushed back or we were going to go to Florida 4 times or, like it was kind of up in the air every week. We were like, where are we going? What are we doing? Are we going to be able to fly? So getting that back into our routine of, playing a couple weeks, having a couple weeks off, it'll be great.
And you have teammates from all over the United States. So do you guys usually start like talking to each other right now about like the tournaments or, even off season play? Like, do you and your teammates keep in contact usually throughout the off season?
Yeah, we don't really usually ever stop. And any chance we can get to give some grief to some teammates usually starts up a little, team text or in our group text. But it doesn't really stop. People will try to throw stuff together. Hey, there's a tournament around us. Anybody want to come down and play? To see each other, stuff like that. That's what a bunch of us go up to Wisconsin and play in a dome tournament. To hang out. There's super drafts. We get to go to the Toys for Tots. So we're talking pretty much usually all the time. We stay in contact. So
That's great. How did you even get started in the sport of slow pitch softball?
So I started right out of college baseball with some high school buddies that I played baseball with. They needed me to come play, and so I came out there and started playing. It was more beer drinking fun, type deal, and then it just kind of from there it kind of grew up where a couple people saw me play and they're like, "Hey, we travel to St. Louis and Kansas City and play on the weekends." I'm like, "Well, that sounds cool. It's kind of competitive." So then I kind of got hooked with the competitiveness of it of, okay, I can go there. And then, of course, a little bit better team saw me. I'm like, oh, we go kind of Midwest. We go to Indianapolis. We go to Chicago, and then it just kind of worked up from there. A team out of Chicago gave me a chance to play in the conference for the first time. And by that time I was hooked. I'd seen the big guys play and watched the bigger tournaments and I wanted, that's what I wanted to do. And that was in 2008, I think, was my first year in the conference. So,
So
and
would you ever have thought like right after college that you would like make it this far into the sport of slow pitch softball or even get like this involved in the sport?
no clue. Like I had no idea what it was about
Yeah.
really. I knew it was some people played, leagues and stuff like that to have fun and do things like that. But in 2008 is when I got my eye opening in the conference and how cool it was. And, it's something to do that super competitive and super fun. And, I met people from all over the country, that are now good friends. It's kind of crazy, but no, I had no idea anything about it at the time, but I'm sure glad I got started.
How have you seen the conference level even grow talent wise from back from 2008 until now?
There's a lot of talent and it just keeps getting more and more. Um, Games where we started playing on, Thursday or Friday night are getting to the point now. It's like we get tough games on Friday night now, before, you have your couple local teams that get in it and you play them for fun on Friday night. But now we've even lost some Friday night games here recently, where the talent level's good and it's getting better and people are getting more into it and wanting to travel and play and it's fun. I love where the conference is going and how competitive it's getting.
What advice would you give to a young player who maybe just got out of college, is looking into slow pitch softball and wants to take it seriously? What advice would you give them?
Playing the big tournaments.
Mhm.
You got to play against the competition. You got to play. You got to get seen. And again, I'm kind of with don't worry about the stats. Um, I mean, I got picked up probably more for my defense than my hitting when I got picked up, but it's kind of the stats can tell a lie, and the bigger teams and bigger coaches recognize that. You know, they know if a guy's hitting 770 the wrong way, or hitting a lot of bad home runs, it's not as good as somebody that's hitting 680, 690 that's doing everything the right way. The game's kind of changed for more. It used to be a big power game, all home runs, everything like that, and it's changed a little bit. Now you got to play defense, you got to play the game more, and home run limits and stuff like that. So, doing the right thing will get you seen before, the big numbers where people know you're just hitting bad home runs all the time, or you're playing for yourself.
Yeah. And when you first got started, you were coming off of playing, college baseball. So what was that transition like going from baseball to slow pitch softball?
Well, the game's faster.
Yeah.
A lot faster. I mean, there's always stuff going on in softball. There's so much, it's just, you'd think it's a lot similar, but there's similarities, but there is a lot of difference with playing the game with not hitting home runs in certain situations. And, the ball's coming, and pretty much every pitch, something's happening, where baseball can kind of get, slow at times, where softball it's pretty fast paced the whole time. It's you better be ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And what has been your favorite memory so far? I'm sure you have many, but what has been your favorite all-time memory in slow pitch softball?
Just probably hanging out with the team, with my teammates. Our dugout's pretty crazy at times. We get serious, when serious comes, but it's cutting up with the guys, and it's the camaraderie of my teammates. The World Series, every World Series has its own special, place that all the ones I've been to and been involved in. I could probably look back and think of a couple different things about every World Series I've played in. That's a special time for me. My my wife and daughter usually come, and they know, like, that weekend's like, okay,
Curious.
we're down here, but we don't really get to see you because you do your thing while the World Series is special.
Yeah. So let's get to know you a little bit off the field, because everybody knows, Kevin, the softball player, but what do you like to do in your free time when you're not playing or in the off season?
Well, I sell medical supplies, so I work from home, so I'm kind of chasing that. I'm a big sports guy. I watch college basketball, college football, college baseball. I live here where the University of Missouri is, so I'm a big Missouri Tiger fan in all the sports. So I like going to those, and when I'm not playing, I follow the basketball and football pretty hard. But yeah, I'm big into sports. I dabble in some golf. Golf's hard for me because I get frustrated because I don't get to play enough because of
Swing's a
baseball
little
season.
different.
Yeah, it's golf's one of those things you got to play a lot to be
Yeah.
good at, and I get frustrated when I go out there and I can't be good at it right away, and because I don't get to play a lot. So I always say my golf season's from when the Major World Series is over until it's too cold for me to go.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, Kevin, and good luck with this upcoming season.
No problem. Thank you.